Welcome to the deep dive. We sort through mountains of info to get you the crucial stuff fast. Today we're tackling something that, well, makes a lot of people nervous in job interviews. Specifically, that big question, why should we hire you? You know the one. Our mission today, it's not just about, having an answer. It's about turning this question into a real opportunity, a chance to shine. We've looked at expert advice, especially from places like Career Vids on YouTube, and we've basically distilled it all down. Practical tips, actionable stuff, ready to stop giving those generic answers and really own this moment.
Exactly. And it's really not about just memorizing some lines someone else wrote. The key is understanding why they're asking. What's the real goal behind that question? Because once you get that, you can genuinely connect your unique skills, your background, to what they actually need. It shifts from being scary to, well, a chance to make a real impact.
Okay, let's unpack that, because it seems so simple on the surface, doesn't it? Why hire me? You'd think the answer is just, well, I want the job. But that's clearly not enough. Yeah. So drawing from our sources, why do hiring managers keep asking this? What's the real thinking behind it?
That's a great place to start because, the simplicity is deceptive. Our sources, like Career Vids, point to two main drivers. First, and this is maybe the most obvious one, they need to know who's the best fit for this specific role. And fit here means more than just skills on paper. It's about who's going to slot into the team smoothly, who won't need weeks and weeks of training just to get started, basically who can, hit the ground running.
Right. They want someone effective, quickly, less ramp-up time.
Precisely. Think about it. A new hire costs money, takes time. They want that investment to pay off fast. So demonstrating you're that immediate natural fit is huge. Then the second reason, and this is where people often fall short, it's about the return on investment.
All right.
Yeah. Your salary, that's an investment they're making in you. So the hiring manager needs to hear what you are going to do specifically to give them a great return. How will you help them make money or save money or improve things, solve their problems?
So it's less about me and more about them and what I bring to them.
Exactly. They're looking for someone who gets their business challenges and can clearly say, here's how I'll help you succeed. It's value proposition, not just, showing up.
That really shifts the perspective. It's strategic. So, okay, we get the why. Now it's about fit and ROI. So then what are the actual things we should be saying? What elements make an answer really stand out and not sound like everyone else's?
Right. Once you understand the why, the what becomes much clearer, much more targeted. Our sources highlight 5 key things you should probably try to weave into your answer. First off, stress that you'll need little supervision and will fit into the team quickly.
Okay, so being autonomous and a good team player right away.
Yeah, exactly. It tells them you're a self-starter, you can adapt, you'll collaborate well. You're not going to need constant hand-holding. Maybe mention a quick example, like how you jumped onto a new project fast before, or learned a system quickly.
Got it. Low maintenance, high impact.
Kinda, yeah. Second point, make it crystal clear you're a perfect match for the job description. And this isn't just, reading your resume back to them.
Right.
It's about actively connecting your specific skills, your qualities, your knowledge to what this role demands. You're saying, look, I've read what you need, and here's exactly how my experience lines up.
So be specific, your description mentions X, and I've done Y, which directly relates.
Exactly that. Be direct. Third point is showing you're a fast learner and a fast worker. This signals efficiency, right? That you can absorb things quickly and get stuff done.
Yeah.
It speaks directly to that ROI thing we mentioned. More impact faster.
Okay. Productivity.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Maybe an example of learning a new software fast.
Perfect example. Or streamlining something soon after you learned it.
Yeah.
Fourth, you need to convey that you embrace change positively. Business changes constantly, right?
Yeah.
Companies need people who don't just tolerate change, but actually welcome it.
Adaptable, but more than just adaptable.
Yeah, you support new initiatives, you're resilient, you see change as an opportunity. It shows a proactive mindset.
Okay. Maybe mentioning a time you helped roll out a change.
Yes, exactly. Especially if it wasn't popular initially, but you helped make it work. And then the fifth element, show you have a cost-conscious approach.
Interesting. Not just spending money wisely.
Well, it's broader than that. It's about being mindful of resources, finding efficient ways to work, thinking about the bottom line. It shows you think someone invested in the company's health, not just an employee doing tasks.
Right. Thinking strategically about resources, maybe mentioning process optimization or finding a cheaper tool.
Perfect. Those kinds of examples really land well.
Okay, that's a really solid framework for what to include.
Right.
But, we've all seen someone say the right things, but it just falls flat. So this is where it gets really interesting for me. How do you actually deliver this? What are the top tips for making sure the message connects and, leaves that strong positive impression?
Oh, absolutely. Delivery is everything. You could tick all 5 boxes, but if you sound bored or unsure, it's useless. So our sources give 3 really crucial tips here. First, and this is huge, be passionate.
Passionate. Okay, but not like over the top.
No, not theatrical,
Yeah.
but genuine enthusiasm
Yeah.
for this job at this company. They need to feel your conviction, your energy. They can tell if you're just going through the motions versus really wanting this opportunity.
So authenticity, let the excitement show through.
Exactly. Your tone, your eye contact, it all contributes. Second tip, connect what you offer back to their goals. So talk about how you'll help them grow or save money,
Yeah.
that you see a long-term future there.
Yeah, the long-term part. Showing commitment.
Yes. It signals you're not just looking for any job, but a place to contribute and grow with them. Stability is attractive, reduces their turnover worries.
So frame it like, I want to use my skills to help you achieve X, and I'm excited to build my career here.
Perfect phrasing. It shows alignment and commitment. And the third tip, this gives you credibility. Talk about your achievements. Use concrete examples.
Proof points.
Exactly. Don't just say you're good at something. Show it. Quantify if you can. Increase sales by X%, reduced errors by Y. Even if you don't have exact numbers, talk about the impact.
Like, I implemented a new system which saved the team significant time on Z task.
Yes, that works. Results-oriented examples, they prove you can walk the walk. It shows you can replicate success for them.
Wow, okay, so it really is that mix, the what and the how, the content, the passion, the proof. Putting it all together, though, like in the moment, it can feel like a lot. Our source material, Career Vids, actually provides a really neat example answer. Should we break that down, see how it uses these ideas?
Yeah, let's do that. It's a great example because it pulls several threads together quite nicely. It starts off really strong and clear. You should hire me for 4 reasons. That alone shows confidence in structure.
Okay, I like that directness. What's reason 1?
Reason 1 is, I have a great fit for the job description, meaning you won't have to spend your valuable time training and supervising me.
Okay, straight to the point. Hits that best fit and a low supervision need we talked about, addresses their potential pain points directly.
Exactly. It immediately tackles that worry about time investment during onboarding. Then, reason 2 in the example. I am a positive person who will bring fresh ideas to your team to help you grow.
Okay, so that brings in the positive attitude towards change idea, but links it directly to growth and new ideas. Shows initiative.
Precisely. It's not just I'm positive, it's my positivity leads to these benefits for you. Value add.
Nice. And reason 3.
This is where achievements come in. I have a track record of success which I will replicate for you in this position. For example, in my last role, I helped the company increase sales by delivering excellent customer service.
Right. The proof point. Here's a past success implying future success. Even a brief example makes it concrete, addresses that ROI.
Absolutely. And notice the structure. Claim, track record, promise, replicate for you, example, increase sales. Very effective. Even if your example is different, that structure works.
Yeah, I can see that. What's the 4th reason?
4th is, I am positive about change and will support you in new company initiatives.
Okay. Reinforcing that adaptability point again. Shows you're aligned with their future plans and willing to be part of the solution.
Exactly. It underlines that supportive, forward-looking team player aspect.
Yeah.
Hits multiple positive notes again. And what's really smart about this whole example is how it just naturally weaves things together. It covers the fit, the positive attitude, the contribution to growth, the past success, all while kind of implicitly suggesting you're efficient and aware of their needs. It tells a story of value.
That example really does make it click. It shows how to combine those elements naturally. So just to recap this deep dive then, if you want to truly nail the why should we hire you question, first, you've got to get inside the interviewer's head. Understand they're looking for fit, low training needs, and that return on investment. Second, have those key points ready. Low supervision, perfect match, fast learner, positive about change, cost conscious.
Right. Have them in your back pocket.
And third, deliver it with real, genuine passion. Back it up with concrete achievements. Show, don't just tell.
Yeah.
Getting this right, it's not just about having an answer prepared. It's about crafting a narrative that makes you stand out. It shows you understand their world.
And, thinking about this, it kind of sparks a bigger question, doesn't it? We've focused on this one answer, but how can you, the listener, Consistently show these qualities, being that quick learner, adaptable, cost-conscious person across your entire job search, not just in this one moment.
Ooh, that's a great point. How do these principles ripple outwards? How can you subtly weave them into the questions you ask, into your follow-up emails, even into how you present your resume or cover letter? It's about building that consistent brand, isn't it? Showing you're a strategic thinker, a valuable asset through all your interactions. Well, hopefully this deep dive gave you more than just an answer template. Hopefully it gave you a new way to think about presenting your value. Thanks so much for joining us on the deep dive today. Keep learning, keep refining.